Take a deep breath. Slowly. Let your shoulders relax. Now listen carefully. This message is for the woman who loved deeply and cried silently. The woman who stayed loyal, even when loyalty was no longer returned. The woman who believed love meant patience, understanding, endurance. You were not weak. You were not foolish. You were not blind. You were a woman who loved sincerely. In a world where many love conveniently, you gave your heart fully. Not halfway. Not cautiously. Fully. And because of that, you were misunderstood. You were told you were too emotional, too sensitive, too attached, too much. But listen to me carefully now. You were never too much. You were simply giving what they were not capable of receiving. A woman who loves deeply will always seem too much to someone who only loves on the surface. Love did not make you weak. Love revealed your strength. If love ever made you anxious, if it made you doubt your beauty, your worth, your value, that was not love. That was emotional neglect. That was inconsistency. That was you pouring into someone who was comfortable taking but not giving. Real love does not disturb your peace. Real love does not keep you guessing. Real love does not require you to shrink. Love hurts when you expect honesty from someone who benefits from secrecy. Love hurts when you believe promises instead of patterns. Love hurts when you imagine a future that only you are working toward. You didn't fall in love with who he truly was. You fell in love with who you believed he could become. And potential has kept many women stuck. Because potential whispers, wait a little longer. Be patient. He will change. But patience without progress is self-abandonment. You waited. You understood. You forgave. You adjusted. You lowered your expectations. You softened your needs. You explained his behavior to others. You protected him, even when he was hurting you. And slowly, you started losing yourself. You became quieter. You became smaller. You became tired. But still, you stayed. Because you believed love meant endurance. Let me tell you something gently, woman. Love does not require you to suffer in silence. A man who truly loves you will not make you beg for reassurance. A man who values you will not make you feel replaceable. A man who respects you will not repeatedly put himself in positions to lose you. Some men don't lose good women. They lose access. Some men don't cheat because they are confused. They cheat because they lack discipline and respect. Some men don't leave because you are difficult. They leave because you stopped accepting the bare minimum. Love is not chaos. Love is not anxiety. Love is not pain dressed up as passion. Love is peace. If it costs you your self-worth, it is too expensive. You were not asking for too much. You were asking the wrong man. Letting go does not mean you failed. It means you finally chose yourself. Closure does not come from a final conversation. Closure comes from deciding that you will no longer reopen wounds that someone refuses to heal. Stop checking his page. Stop rereading old messages. Stop romanticizing a man who had the chance to choose you and chose comfort instead. If he wanted to stay, he would have stayed. No mixed signals. No confusion. No excuses. His actions already answered the questions. His words never could. Walking away does not make you weak. It makes you wise. Now, This is where your rebirth begins. Fall in love with peace. Fall in love with healing. Fall in love with becoming whole again. Fall in love with mornings, where your heart is calm. Fall in love with nights, where you are not crying yourself to sleep. Choose consistency over chemistry. Choose respect over attention. Choose safety over intensity. But before you choose anyone else, become the woman who no longer tolerates less. A woman who listens to her intuition. A woman who honors her boundaries. A woman who knows her worth, without needing validation. Your growth will offend people who benefited from your silence. Your healing will threaten people who are comfortable with your pain. And that is okay. Say this slowly, even if your voice trembles. I am not hard to love. I am simply not for everyone. I release what no longer chooses me. I deserve love that feels safe. I trust myself again. I will not beg for attention. I will not chase confusion. I choose peace over attachment. I choose clarity over chaos. I choose respect over familiarity. I choose healing over history. Repeat it again. Slower this time. One day, a man will love you without making you doubt yourself. One day, love will feel calm, secure, steady. One day, you will look back and thank yourself for walking away from what broke you. Until that day, choose yourself, protect your heart, honor your growth, and remember this, woman. The love you gave was not wasted. It was real. It was powerful. It was rare. It simply hasn't met the right man yet. Breathe deeply. Release the past. And keep rising.